Welcome to this short Steel Joist Institute informational video. We will be discussing special profile joists. We'll start with defining standard profile joists. The most common type of standard joist has parallel non-curved top and bottom chords. These are used in both flat roofs and pitched roofs. Standard joists can vary from 10 inches to 120 inches deep and span up to 240 feet, while joist girders can vary from 20 inches to 120 inches deep and span up to 120 feet. There are also 4 types of joist profiles with pitched top chords which are considered standard. They are double pitch joist and single pitch joist in either an underslung or square end bottom chord bearing configuration. These profiles are considered standard provided the top chord pitch does not exceed 1/2 to 12 and there is not more than 1 inflection point. Any joist which does not fit into the parameters of the previous 2 slides is considered a special profile joist. The 4 most common special profile configurations are gable, bowstring, scissor, and arch joists. A gable joist has a double pitch top chord that exceeds 1/2 to 12 slope and flat bottom chord. They may have an underslung or square end configuration and the ridge may be at the center or offset. The designation depth for gable joists is the depth at the ridge. A bowstring joist is like a double pitch joist except the top chord is curved rather than pitched. They may also have an underslung or square end configuration. The ridge location on a bowstring is the location of the apex of the circle defining the top chord shape. This may fall off the joist profile. The designation depth for bowstring joists is the depth at the ridge regardless of ridge location. A scissor joist has both the top and bottom chords pitched. The designation depth is the depth between the top and bottom chords measured perpendicular to the slope. This is shown as chord depth. A scissor joist with different top and bottom chord pitches is a compound scissor joist. In this scenario, it is best to provide a profile on the contract documents with end depths, ridge depth, and slopes for each chord defined. An arch joist may also be called a barrel joist and has both the top and bottom chords curved. The designation depth is the depth between the top and bottom chords measured perpendicular to the 2 radii. This is shown as chord depth. Like a bowstring joist, the ridge location is at the apex of the circle. If the curves defining the top and bottom chord are not parallel, a profile showing radii, end depths, and apex locations of each circle should be provided. This is an example of one way to specify a special profile joist. In this case, a bowstring profile is desired to meet the following criteria: a 50-foot span, dead load of 20 psf, live load of 20 psf, joist spacing 10 feet, maximum joist depth of 60 inches, and a roof radius of 100 feet. For this scenario, a 60 DLH 400/200 may be specified with a profile showing the radius, ridge location, ridge depth, and seat depth. This gives the joist manufacturer the information they need to properly design this joist. A profile is the best way to convey geometric requirements to the joist manufacturer. Standard SGI load tables do not apply to special profile joists, and these types of joists should be specified as load over load designations or using load diagrams for more complex loading scenarios. These are a few special considerations when specifying special profile joists. Any unbalanced loading scenarios required due to pitch or radius must be specified on the contract documents. Special profile joists are typically designed and fabricated with no camber due to their shape. This should be considered when there is framing adjacent to the joist. Any special camber requirements are to be conveyed on the contract documents. For joists with both chords pitched or curved, the horizontal thrust force must be resolved either into the structure or through a slip connection at one end of the joist. Joist primer is dip applied and may result in drips, runs, and sags. This is a provisional coat of primer and not intended to be a finish coat. Any finish type coatings are to be applied by others. Other profiles than those discussed here may be possible, like a pitched top chord and curved bottom chord shown here. For these scenarios, contact your local joist manufacturer to discuss the feasibility of your specific profiles. Thanks for joining us, and if you have additional questions, contact the Steel Joist Institute. Visit our website at www.steeljoist.org or contact a joist manufacturer. We are glad to assist you.